everyone to the Springville Library. Today we are doing Family Om Evening. My name's Kirsa. Joining me are Lisa and Lauren. So this is going to be a great, nice, gentle yoga practice suitable for kids all the way through adults. So hope you enjoy. Today we're going to be starting sitting on our mats crisscross. Now if it's uncomfortable for you to sit crisscross, you're welcome to sit on some pillows or maybe have a leg out. Whatever you need to do just to sit comfortably here. We want nice tall spines, hands on our knees, and let's take a couple deep breaths here, closing our eyes, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, everyone breathe in and out. Good. See if you can now do it just with your nose. In and out through the nose, deep breaths here. Take this time to check into your body, see how you're feeling today. Are you feeling wiggly? Are you feeling tight? We're going to see if we can get our bodies to feel a little bit better by the end of this. All right, on our next breath, we're going to lift our hands up above our head. Everyone breathe in and breathe out. And again, everyone breathe in and out. This time, let's breathe in. And put one hand on the floor, reach your other hand up and wave to the sky. Good, everyone breathe in. And put your other hand down and wave with that hand. Good, everyone breathe back in. And breathe out, put your hands down. Let's do our next now. Let's put our head over to one side. And over to the other side. Over to one side. And over to the other side. And everybody look up. And everyone look down. And everyone look up. And everyone look down. And now let's roll our head all the way around very slowly. Nice deep stretch here. And let's roll our head the other way. Very, very slowly. Great job, everybody. Let's roll our shoulders. We're going to lift them up and back and down. Again, everyone, lift up and down. Can you breathe as you do it? When you breathe in, lift your shoulders up. And when you breathe out, put your shoulders down. Good. Keep going. All right. Let's bring our arm all the way across. Nice big stretch here. Maybe you can even look over to the side while you do this. And switch sides. Bring your other arm all the way across. Look over your shoulder. Good. And let's put our hands on the ground and let's walk our fingertips forward. Maybe you can put your elbows on the floor. Maybe your elbows stay off. You can choose. Just reach those fingertips. Reaching, 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 reaching. And let's walk our fingers over to one side. And walk your fingers over to the other side. And bring it back to center. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Take a deep breath here. Good. Let's bring it up, and from here we're going to head onto our hands and knees for our cat-cow breathing. So we're going to put our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips just like a cat. And we're going to drop our belly and lift our chin. Take a deep breath in like a happy cat. And then when we breathe out, we're going to bring our back all the way up, squeezing all that air out like a scared cat. Good. Everybody breathe in. And breathe out. Good, keep going, breathe in. And out. One more time, let's breathe in. And out. Good, let's do some of our cat claws. We're going to take our hand and we're going to do one big cat claw. And take your other hand and do a big cat claw. And with your leg, do a big cat claw. And with your other leg, do a cat claw. Now see if you can maybe balance. Can you lift up one hand and lift up your opposite leg at the same time? If that's a little bit tricky, you can maybe just lift up your hand or just lift up your leg. All right, put that down. Let's go to the other side. Lift up your other hand, lift up your other leg, trying to balance. Deep breaths here. Good, set that down, and we're going to go back to a rabbit pose. So curl up into a tiny, tiny ball, and bring your hands behind you. If you want, you can crisscross your fingers to make rabbit ears here. Everybody take little tiny rabbit breaths. Good. All right, let's bring our hands back in front of us. We're going to press up into downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, lift up your hips, all the way to downward dog. Once you're here, let's bend one knee and bend the other knee. Kind of like our dog is pacing a little bit, maybe getting a little bit anxious, wanting to go outside. All right, let's look at our hands. We're going to slowly walk our feet all the way up to the top of our mat until we come all the way to our forward fold. Let's grab onto our elbows and rock side to side, kind of like swinging monkeys here. And we're going to take a deep breath, lift our hands all the way up above our head. Everyone breathe in. And breathe out. All the way to mountain pose. All right, let's stretch out our mountains. Can you stand very, very tall? Your fingertips are reaching down, shoulders are back, your head's up high. And let's take a deep breath and lift your hands up above your head. And go over to one side. And bring it up. And over to the other side, kind of in our moon pose, getting our mountains all nice and stretched. So we'll be all ready to start our sun salutations. Very good. All right, let's bring our hands to our hips and make our feet a little bit wider, and we're going to circle our hips around one way. And then circle your hips the other way. And let's bring our fingertips out wide, our toes out wide, twinkle your fingers, twinkle your toes like you're a star, and let's spin side to side. Great! I think our mountains are all ready to start our sun salutation, so everybody come up to the top of your mat, back into your mountain pose, super, super tall, super strong, super still, super quiet. All right, let's take a deep breath in, and wave to the sky, everybody waving, stretching up as tall as you can, and everyone breathe out, we're going to tickle our toes. Tickle, 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 tickle. Put your hands on the ground, you can step your feet back, and lower onto your belly. Coming all the way up into our snake pose. Take a deep breath here, and you can hiss it out if you'd like. All right, let's roll our head side to side a little bit while we're here, getting a nice snake stretch. And then we're going to tuck our toes and go back to downward dog. Lift those hips up, back to your dog pose. Let's lift up one leg and give it a wag like a tail. And lift up your other leg and give it a wag like a tail. And putting it back down, we're going to jump up like frogs. After 3, make sure you keep your hands glued to the floor so we're only jumping with our feet. 1, 2, 3, all the way up. Very good. Let's lean down, tickle your toes. And stretch up high and wave to the sky. And come back to mountain pose. Let's go one more time. Everyone take a deep breath in. And breathe out, tickle your toes. Let's step our feet back, lower onto our belly, and when you take a deep breath in, come to snake. All the way up, big stretch here, very good. All right, tuck your toes, back to downward dog. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's jump up like frogs. 1, 2, 3. Jump it up and bend down low. Tickle your toes. And stretch up high and wave to the sky. And bring it back to mountain pose. Great job. All right, we're going to bring our legs out super wide now. Bringing your hands on our hips, we're going to come to our bat pose. So I'm going to turn around so you can see me the other way. So your hands are on your hips, legs are out super wide. Let's take a deep breath in. And lean all the way down to a bat pose. If you want, you can flap your elbows like a bat. And let's bring it back up. Back to our wide-legged stance. We're going to point this foot out to the side and bend our knee. And bring our hands out wide to a surfer pose. Good. Can you take this hand and make it come all the way up to the sky, and maybe even wave again. And let's go back to our surfer pose. We're going to do it again. This time when you breathe in, lift that hand up. And when you breathe out, put it back down. Again, breathe in, lift it up. And breathe out, put it back down. Good, hold it here. Let's straighten that leg. We're going to go to triangle pose. We're going to take our hand, we're going to reach as far as we can. Reaching as far and far and far and far. And then drop it down, lift your other hand up. Do you see the triangle? We've got 1 point, 2 points, 3 points to make our triangle. Let's take a deep breath here. Good, bring it back up. We're going to switch sides, so turn that foot in, turn your other foot out, bend your knee back to your surfer pose. Take a nice deep breath here. And let's take our hand and reach it all the way up to the sky, maybe even giving the sky a wave. And head back to surfer pose. All right, let's go again. Everyone breathe in, lift it up. And breathe out, put it down. Again, breathe in, lift it up. And breathe out, put it down. All right, heading to triangle pose. Make your legs straight. Reach out as far as you can with that hand before tipping it down, grabbing onto your leg or the foot or the floor. You can choose. Reach up as tall as you can with your other hand, making a nice, big, tall triangle. Good. Let's bring it back up. And turn that foot back in. Let's jump our feet in just a little bit so we can do a spider pose. We're going to reach hands up super, super tall and make our spider come all the way down, and maybe even reach your hands around like a spider. Now, if this is a little bit too crazy, you can also just put your elbows on your knees right here. Let's take a nice deep breath. And stand back up. All right, next we're going to do tree pose. So we're going to stand up super, super tall. We're going to put one foot on top of our other foot. Or if you'd like, you can put your foot on your calf or on your thigh. You can choose how tall you want your tree to be today. Let's bring our hands to our heart. And let's grow our branches up. And grow your branches out. Take a deep breath here. Good. We're going to keep holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. You can shake it out if you like. So you're ready for tree on the opposite side. So you can put that foot on top of your other foot, or you can put your foot on your calf, or on your thigh. Bring your hands to your heart. Grow your branches up. Grow your branches out. Try not to wobble. Deep breaths here. And keep it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down and rock it out. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to a horse pose. So we're going to put one foot in front of the other and bend our knee down so we've got a nice big horse stance. Let's bring our arms up above our head, and you can rock back and forth like a horse. Good. All right, next is our skater pose. So we're going to just tuck our toes and lift up that knee, trying to balance here. You can bring your hands out wide, and that helps you balance a little bit better. Everybody take a deep breath. Good. Now you can keep it here in skater pose, or if you want, you can go to an airplane pose, lifting up your back foot and balancing like an airplane. Now, if that's too tricky, remember, you can keep that back foot down. Let's take another deep breath here. Good. Put your foot down, put your hands down, put your knee down, back to our horse pose, and we're going to take our hands and put them next to our foot, coming to a lizard pose. Now, if you want, you can do a lizard tug. In your lizard pose, everyone take a deep breath. Good. Put your hands back on your knee. And we're going to twist around to the opposite side. So tuck your toes, and when you're ready, go whoop, all the way around to horse pose on the opposite side. Hands above your head, and like a horse. Great job. Let's lift up that back knee, coming to our skater pose. Trying to balance, a little bit trickier. You can bring your hands wide if you need. And then from here, you can head into your airplane pose, lifting that back foot off. Or if you don't want to balance, just stay in your skater pose. Let's take a deep breath here. We got some tricky balancing going on. I like it. When you're ready, set that foot down. Set your hands down, and we're going to go back to our horse pose. Take a deep breath here. And then we go to lizard pose. Put your hands on the ground. Make your lizard tongue. Good. All right, from here, let's go back to our rabbit pose or our rock pose. So we're going to curl up into a tiny ball again. Bring your hands down by your feet, or maybe crisscross them into bunny ears. Taking a couple bunny breaths. Great job, everybody. Sit up. We're going to go to butterfly pose. So bring your feet out in front of you and flap your butterfly wings. Let's sit up super, super tall. Make your head really, really tall. Good. Now from here, we're going to go to turtle pose. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our feet down on the floor like this. We're going to bring our hands to our heart. We'll put our hands on the floor. And then we'll slide our arms underneath our legs to make like a turtle. You see the turtle shell with its arms and its feet. If you want, you can try to make your feet even touch in this pose. But if that's a little too crazy, don't worry about it. Your feet can stay separate. Everyone take a deep breath here. Good, sit it up. We're gonna go to river pose. So we're gonna bring our legs out super long in front of us. And we're going to make our toes point all the way up to the sky. Everyone take a deep breath and lift up your hands. And when you breathe out, we're gonna bring our hands up and down our legs like a river. You make the water flow up and down. Your fingers can tickle your legs, they can tickle your toes, whatever feels good here. All right, now inside our river, we've got some fish. So let's go to fish pose. We're gonna come onto our elbows, and we're gonna pop our chest up, 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 looking up at the ceiling, or maybe even looking behind you if you can. Can you make some fish sounds with your mouth? Good. All right, everybody come onto your back. Let's hug our knees into our chest. Like a tiny ball curled up. Good. Put your feet back on the floor. We're going to do a bridge pose, crossing over our river. So when you're ready, we're going to lift our hips up, up, up. Coming to that bridge pose. Everyone take a deep breath here. And bring it down. All right, let's do one more bridge. When you're ready, lift your hips up, up, up. And take a deep breath here. And bring it back down. Let's windshield wiper our knees side to side. And let your knees fall all the way over to one side and just stay very, very still. Maybe take a deep breath here. And then we'll let our knees go all the way over to the other side. And take a deep breath here. And bring your knees back up. Let's hug our knees into our chest one more time. From here, we're going to do our happy baby pose. So see, you can grab onto your feet just like a baby. Have you guys ever seen a baby grab onto its feet? Just like that. Now, if that's a little too hard, you can also just grab onto your knees, walk side to side. And then from here, when you're ready, we're going to go to our last pose, which is called Shavasana, which means corpse pose. So we're going to be very, very still. Let's stretch our legs out super long on our mats. And we put our hands on our heart. Close your eyes and take a deep breath here. Good. You guys did such a great job today with our family-owned evening. Let's take another deep breath. You can put your hands on the floor now. And we're going to stay here with our eyes closed for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, 3. Very good. When you're ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Maybe you can reach your hands up above your head and do a really big, long stretch. And let's roll onto our side with our knees bent. And take 1 deep breath here. And when you're ready, come all the way back up, sitting crisscross on your mat. Sitting up super, super tall. Let's take a deep breath in, lift your hands up above your head. And when you breathe out, bring your hands to your heart. You guys did a great job today, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.